A hidden camera in a school closet. Police say a teacher used it to watch young girls undress.
Tonight, their former teacher, Jarrett Jones, faces charges for the crimes. Channel 4's Carly Gordon broke the story first this morning on WSMB.com. She joins us now live from Napier Elementary School. Carly, I understand these crimes allegedly happened inside the classroom.
That's right, Tom. Inside the band room closet, police found more than 50 videos involving more than 40 elementary students, all of them young girls, and that's not all. Up until now, Jarrett Jones worked as a music teacher for the Metro School District. Tonight, he's in jail, accused of committing disturbing sex crimes against dozens of young female students.
You just never know, you put your trust in people to, take care of your kids while they're in school and everything. And things like this was happening, and when you found out, it's a little late,
Police say from 2011 to 2015, Jones taught music at Napier Elementary. Investigators say it was here where Jones instructed girls to change in the band room closet for school plays and choir performances, all while he secretly recorded them. A colleague recently discovered disturbing images on Jones's computer and immediately contacted the authorities. Investigators found more than 50 videos of at least 40 young girls. They also found more than 1,000 pornographic images of other children and say that Jones admitted to making the videos.
I hope he reached the penalty like they're supposed to give him.
Well, I hope he pays his debt to society, and I just hope he asks God for forgiveness.
Investigators arrested Jones at his Antioch home this morning. We stopped by. His wife, clearly shook up, had little to say.
I'm sorry, I'm taking no comment. Can you please leave my house?
Sure.
I'm trying to move out, please.
Meanwhile, Metro Schools released a statement saying, "We are devastated by the news of this investigation and are doing everything we can to help Metro Police and the district attorney. We are working with the DA's office as well as the Nashville Children's Alliance to communicate with and counsel affected families, and we expect it to be an ongoing process." Now, Jones began working at Antioch High School this year. The district suspended him a few weeks ago when this investigation began, but the principal of the school is now asking the district to fire Jones. Currently, he faces 5 charges, but prosecutors plan to tack on several more. Additionally, parents with any questions or concerns are asked to give police a call. Reporting live in Nashville, I'm Carly Gordon.
Showed some 50 videos in a file labeled Napier. In reviewing those 50 videos, we have identified at least 40 young girls from Napier Elementary who appear to have been asked to go into the closet to change clothes. Also on that hard drive were some 1,000 images, probably more than 1,000 images, of young girls in sexually explicit photographs. So today, Mr. Jones was charged with 5 counts of sexual exploitation of minors. 3 of those counts relate to the pictures that were found that we believe are separate and apart from Napier Elementary. And 2 of the counts relate to 2 of the videos of girls changing clothes in that music room closet. This investigation very much continues. Detective Gish, who you all know as one of the police department's preeminent computer experts, continues to analyze this hard drive and the other files. We would anticipate at this juncture that additional charges will be placed against Mr. Jones as the case proceeds through the court system. Now today, interviewers from the Nashville Children's Alliance, forensic interviews and clinical therapists went to 12 schools in the city in an attempt to interview the young persons who were depicted on these videos from Napier Elementary. The police department has identified the vast majority of these young girls. These interviews were important in furtherance of the investigation. Obviously, from Napier Elementary, they've moved on to other schools as their educational process continues, and that's why we and the interviewers from the Children's Alliance were at those 12 schools today. At this point, I'll let Dr. Joseph make a brief statement, and then we'll take any questions that you might have.
Good evening. As you might be aware, we are appalled at the actions of this individual. who worked in our schools, and we are working closely with the police to ensure that any information that they need they receive, and that we follow up swiftly and sternly in how we deal with this. Again, it is a police investigation. One of the things we must do is step back and allow the police to do their work. But we are committed to working with the police and with the Nashville Children's Alliance to make sure that the children and families receive any supports that they need. In a school district with 11,000 employees, we want to acknowledge that most employees do the right thing, and we train our staff to report out if they see anything that they suspect might be suspicious, to let authorities know. And in this case at Antioch High School, we had a staff member who did that right thing. So we commend our staff member for taking swift action when they saw something that they considered could be inappropriate, and they reported it as we trained them to do. And we'll continue to do that work. But I do want to acknowledge that staff member and most employees in our district who do the right thing on most days. And this is a very unfortunate situation, and we'll continue to work with the police to make sure that our children are safe, our families are safe, and they're confident that when they come to our schools, we'll have adults who do the right thing with them. And if they don't, we will swiftly respond.
Any questions? All right, you've been listening to an update by Nashville Police, and that was Dr. Sean Joseph right there addressing the cameras and the reporters there. Again, Jarrett Jones is in custody. He is a teacher, assistant band director at the school. He's now facing multiple charges. We're talking about Napier Elementary. Police have identified most of the girls on the video. Metro Schools Director, you just heard him, Dr. Sean Joseph, did react to the news saying that the school system will provide any support that is necessary. We, of course,